Hello world, we are Tim-Foolery, and welcome back to Final Fantasy X. Let's see, it's been a few days since I actually played this game, so I gotta try to remember where we were. Well, obviously I played the game several times, so I gotta know where I am, right? uh, let's see, we were rescued by the Outbed, Riku came in, we fought that sorta, kinda boss, more like an introduction to the special abilities and stuff. And we are here. At the time of this recording, I should have uploaded my very first video of Final Fantasy X, so we're waiting to see how that goes. Until then, let's try to get more. So now we just gotta talk to Riku.
We found some ancient ruins right beneath us. It's not active now, but there should still be some power left. We're gonna go down there and activate it. And then we should be able to salvage the big prize.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's get to work.
Roger.
Okay, now at this part, you can, swim down by pressing and holding the circle button or the B button, depending on what system, what console, what controller you're using. Just make sure you dive down. And at this point, some players have gone around and started fighting the enemies you'll find underwater. I don't think I'm going to be doing that. I might find a few of them, or at least try to get a few battles out of the way. Let's see if we can even encounter something before we get to the next point. There we are. Okay, so these guys are not much. All you have to do is steal from these piranhas. They do have grenades, so it's not a bad idea to stock up on them. Otherwise, just go in for the kill. Or go in for the single hit and not actually kill them. But in that case, just keep stealing from them. Have Riku use steal. Couldn't steal anything, that's kind of a shame, but oh well. Titus will go in for the swing. Not an overkill, but we killed it nonetheless. Now we got some points here. Now the thing is, from this point on, there's going to be less explaining than what I had to do in the first and second videos that I made. There's still going to be some things I'll need to talk about, but otherwise it's not going to be anything too lengthy or too important. If something comes up that needs to be addressed, then we'll address it. Otherwise, it's pretty much a smooth ride from here on out. Almost everything is self-explanatory. Now, if you talk to Riku here, she'll just point to that console. Go over here. We're just going to go ahead and save it, because I'm a firm believer in, saving at every chance you get. You never know what will happen. Also fun to note, we can survive underwater for long periods of time. Science is weird in this game. Alright, so we bashed on that console. We're in this little area. Now we just have to go through this tunnel. Ooh, it's all red. Why is it red? Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. And another boss, or not boss fight, but regular battle. I believe these are just more piranhas. We got 5 grenades. You know what? I'll go ahead and use one. Overkill. Okay, that's actually... Now, it's good we got an overkill. It's good we killed all enemies in one shot. However, I'm not sure if the video will show it, but Riku ends up getting no experience, like always. Or at least in this beginning part. Titus also did not get experience for that. The way it works is, if all members of the party have taken action, then they get experience. It doesn't matter if you're using an item, if you're attacking, or if you're just guarding. As long as they do something, they gain experience. Titus didn't do anything in that battle, so he got absolutely nothing from that. Riku, however, did the overkill. She ordinarily would get experience from that. In fact, I believe more experience from it, because it's an overkill. And what that means is, when you overkill a fiend, you get more experience. It means you killed them. It means, obviously, but it means, like, you've done more damage to them than they currently have for HP, or current HP. I'm not exactly sure what the technical standard is for that, but basically you did exactly as it said. You overkilled them. So yeah, by doing that, you get more AP. Usually you get more gil and more, or better loot, or just better rewards at the end. But the point I'm trying to make is Titus didn't get any experience for that because he didn't participate. So for people playing at home, doesn't matter what you're fighting, if you're grinding or just regular training or just doing whatever, make sure you hit triangle on everyone who is not actively participating, just to make sure they get experience. Alright, that was enough of that. So if we go over here, we will press X on my controller, or A as it shows in game. He's using the same technique I use at work. If machines or technology doesn't work, just punch and kick it till it does. Mr. Zulu, have you started the warp core engines? I probably pissed off a shit ton of Trekkies out there. For those who might be wondering, I'm a fan of both Star Wars and Star Trek, but I am not like an expert on both series. Okay, so this is our real first boss battle in a while. In fact, I think this is a real first boss battle so far. Any other time we could have died. Or, no, actually, scratch that. Any other boss fight we've had up until now, there's no way for us to die. Not really. With this, there is a chance we can die if you don't know what you're doing. But for now, we'll just steal. My plan for now is just to stock up on just grenades and stuff, and not worry too much about the damage I'm taking or receiving. And that's just so I can get everyone, experience first and foremost. But also so I can stock up on grenades that... I just realized I don't know why I do that. And you'll see why, like, soon enough after this boss fight. So I'll have Titus strike. We'll have Riku use a grenade. And if I'm right... Yep, he'll circle around this... thing. And... out of attack range. Trigger commands. These are very nice. Special commands become available in certain battles. Press left directional button in the command window to access them. So what that means is, during specific boss fights, there's going to be other things you can do other than attack, use items, overdrives, and stuff like that. So if we move the menu to the left, you'll see swordplay is grayed out, but also stand by. That's not always going to show up in every other boss fight, but in this one in particular, and this is the only time it shows up, I believe. I could be wrong about that. I think it shows up another time, but I don't remember. We'll get to that anyway. So for right now, Titus can't do anything. So if you do the trigger command, I almost forgot what they're called. If you hit the trigger command, stand by, he stands by, almost literally, and you saw he gained 50 HP back. That's not great, but it works. I kind of wish they were put on their guard more than just regain HP. But there's nothing we can do, so we stand by, and this fish bastard Nautilus charges us. Now that did quite a bit of damage, which is not great. And in fact, I'm going to go ahead and use a potion on Riku. I don't necessarily know if you can lose this boss fight. I've neither lost or attempted to lose this boss fight. So we'll just see what happens. I mean, we're going to win no matter what. This guy's pretty weak, especially if you keep using potions, or not potions, grenades over and over again. And like I showed at the start, you can steal more grenades from him. I don't know if you can repeatedly steal from him. I don't think you can, because of the mechanics we discussed in the last video. But for now, we'll just keep throwing grenades when we can, and oh! Now this is kind of a cool one, pincer attack. Attack enemy from both sides. This is a command that shows up specifically for this battle, and you can either choose standby or pincer attack. If it's Riku's turn, she'll most likely have only standby, but because it's Titus's turn, we can do pincer attack. And what does that do? a very super powerful, awesome. They just circle around and corner him. So now he can't charge around and do his Nautilus attack. So for right now, we can just steal. Couldn't steal anything, so we might as well just focus on the grenades. And Titus is still in good standing, so we'll use grenade, throw. Not an overkill, so he's still alive. So we'll just go in. Nice critical hit. Whenever the screen flashes like that, that's a good indication of a critical hit. In case people were wondering. We'll throw another grenade. That may have killed him. Nope. Riku's still doing okay. Titus will go in for the slash. We'll use another grenade. Our last grenade. This might kill him. And it did. Now, we didn't get an overkill, so we didn't get that much experience. In fact, from the moment you jump off the ship until this point, the enemies don't give much experience whatsoever. So it's not really worth it to stay around and fight them. It's not even worth for grinding purposes. But at any rate, no items found, no overkill. We got a bit of gil. Nothing to complain about. Not really. At least not yet. So you just come right over here. Attempt to swim out this hole as long as Riku isn't blocking your path. And what have we discovered? Now, after that cutscene, the lights are finally shining down on something big. All you have to do is just swim down to it. Is that Riku or is that just a random... No, it's a random outbed. Yeah, just keep swimming down. You don't really have to dive. All you really have to do is just swim all the way over to the right side of the screen. And that reveals a bigger picture of what we're looking at. Might not seem much right now, but keep that image in mind. This one right there. Also, something to quickly note about the HD version compared to the old one, or at least in my opinion for this specific scene, that object, we'll figure out what it is later, looks a lot more detailed when it's underwater. I don't recall it having that much color back in the day. I could be wrong though. It's been a while since I played the original.
Hoof, roofdu, tungadib. Way, Wichita!
Hey! Hey, I helped out, didn't I? Hungry. Whoa! Right on.
Okay, if I didn't know any better, I'd swear he's eating raw hamburger meat. Sorry to ruin the cutscene, but that just looks... That's always looked really weird to me.
It's 'cause you eat too fast.
what is your name?
Riku?
Whoa! You really do understand. Woo-hoo-hoo! Huh? Why didn't you say so earlier?
I didn't get a chance to. Everyone thought we were a fiend.
We?
Oh, we means you.
Who are you guys anyway?
We're Albed. Can't you tell? Wait, you're not an Albed hater, are you?
I don't even know what an Albed is.
Where are you from?
Xanarkand. I'm a blitzball player. Star player of the Xanarkand Abes.
Did you hit your head or something?
You guys hit me?
Oh, right. Do you remember anything before that?
So I told her everything there was to tell about Xanarkand. About life there, Blitzball, and Sin's attack. And about how Aaron and I were engulfed in this light. I just said things as they came to mind. But then I started to wonder. Did I say something funny?
You were near Sin.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry, you'll be better in no time. They say your head gets funny when Sin is near. Maybe you just had some kind of dream?
You mean I'm sick?
Because of Sin's toxin, yeah.
You sure?
Yeah, there is no Xanarkand anymore. Sin destroyed it 1,000 years ago. So no one plays blitzball there.
Huh? What do you mean, 1,000 years ago? But I saw Sin attack Xanarkand. You're saying that happened 1,000 years ago? No way!
And for some reason, after that cutscene, it brings us out here. Well, I mean, we were out here already, but like to interrupt the cutscene just so we can move around and do not much else? Never really made sense to me, but I guess we'll go ahead and save real quick. And the only thing we can do from here is talk to Riku for another cutscene.
You said... you play blitzball?
Uh-huh.
You know, you should go to Luca. Someone might know who you are, or you might find someone you recognize.
Luca? Huh.
Okay, leave it to me. I'll get you to Luca. Promise. You'd rather stay here?
Uh-uh.
Okay, I'll go tell the others. Wait here. Oh, and one thing. Don't tell anyone you're from Xanarkand, okay? Yevon says it's a holy place. You might upset someone.
Oh, uh-huh. My Xanarkand? Some kind of holy place? Yeah, right, I thought. Since when? Yevon? Sin? Luca? I thought Sin just took me to a faraway place, that I could go back in a day or two. But 1,000 years into the future? No way! Whoa, whoa!
Shin! Sinek Musa! Etonic! Etonic!
Whoa! Ah!
Oh, sure, just watch him go overboard. Also, if we were supposed to save during that, at the end of that first half of that cutscene, where we were kind of walking around the ship and there's nothing else for us to do, if we were supposed to save it there, and they were just being kind to us and letting us save there, why would they give us the option to save it here? If there are any complaints about this game, from my honest opinion, it's that they're too gracious with the save points. They give you ones in places where it doesn't make sense, then they give you ones where I guess it does. I don't know. I shouldn't complain, because save points in this game fully heal you. Whether you're doing it the way we just did it here, or if you're touching a save sphere. But, I guess I can't complain.
Riku! Blitzball!
Hey, you okay?
Hey!
And now we're in the island of Besaid. Spoilers! I'm tired of doing that. So when you first get out of the cutscene, basically swim to the right until you reach this little alcove. Open the chest for a moon crest. Now what that is a little bit of a trinket, or not even a little bit, it is a trinket. And you use that to power up Yuna's celestial weapon later on in the game. Throughout this entire game from this point on, you'll find treasure chests that have those kind of key items. You basically want to go around and collect the crests first. Those are the things that unlock the first, awakened power of the celestial weapons. After that are the sigils, and those are much harder to get. To some degree anyway, depends on your skill level. But the main important thing is to get all the crests and all the sigils, so you can unlock their celestial or ultimate weapons. But we won't be doing that until, probably end the game. Most likely, when we can explore the world, on our own, and stuff like that, but... yeah, that's your first one right there. I thought there was another chest, but I guess I was wrong.
Yo. Hiya.
You wanna try that move one more time?
Finally. Things were starting to look up.
You know amateur. Who you play for?
The Xanarkin Abes.
What team you say again?
I meant... forget that. I got too, close to Sin, and my head's all foggy like. So, I don't know where this place is. Or even where I came from.
Sin's toxin got to you. But you're still alive. Praise be to Yevon. All right, back to practice. I'm Waka, coach and captain of the Besaid Oryx, brother. What, you hungry? Okay, back to the village. I'll get you something.
Okay. Now, we could follow Waka all the way over there. All the way over there. But, for starters, I'm very lazy. Also, you definitely want to talk to the Aurochs first. I don't remember which ones have items, and I'm sorry if I'm skipping through their dialogue, but they don't say or do anything that contributes to anything, really. Ah, yeah, if you talk to Keepa, he will give you 200 gil. And if you talk to this guy, Jazu, you have to talk to them a few times. Not all of them give you items. For example, he gave me 3 potions. Some of them just won't give you anything. So it's not really that important that you talk to these guys, but it helps for the stuff that they give you. And he just talks about Waka, Sin's Toxin, and High Potion. I almost walked away from him. I don't think this guy here gives you any... Or, there you go. Weird. Keep talking, keep talking. And, yeah, it's worse. Like, yeah, I guess the mythos is really good Blitzball players can hold their breath for 5 minutes at a time. And when we get to the Blitzball game, you'll see that to be true, where each round is 5 minutes long. However, a lot of underwater battles we will be going into take longer than 5 minutes. So, yeah, I'm not sure how that works. I'll discuss my theories on the technology when we get there. Again, they're theories, so they're not going to be true, but, yeah, to each his own. And, okay, 2 potions. So 4 out of 5 of the Aurochs right here will give you items. This guy over here simply won't. Now, if we're all done, we'll go over to Waka, and cutscene.
I felt like I could trust this Waka, so I just had to ask. It's true Zanarkand was destroyed, right? 1,000 years ago? So it's just a big pile of rubble now, isn't it?
Long time ago, there were a whole lot of cities in Spira. Big cities with machina, machines to run them. People played all day and let the machina do the work. And then, well, take a look. Sin came and destroyed the machina cities. And Zanarkand along with him. Yeah, that was about 1,000 years ago, just like you said. If you ask me, Sin's our punishment for letting things get out of hand. What gets me, though, is we gotta suffer because of what some goofballs did way back when. Of course, we must always repent for our sins. That's important. It's just that it's hard to keep at it sometimes, you know?
It was just as Riku said. Waka and Riku couldn't both be lying. Why would they?
But you from the Zanarkand Apes, that was a good one, huh? Hey, I'm not saying that team never existed, yeah? But you gotta figure, a team living in luxury like that be pretty soft, eh?
I appreciated the fact that Waka was trying to cheer me up. But at that time, all I could think about was everything that happened to me. All this started with Sin. Maybe if I could find Sin one more time, I could go home. For now, I just live life until that time came. No more worrying about where or when I was. Sure, it was hard not to think of home, but I started to feel better already. A little better. Maybe.
Huh. So I guess you could consider this our home away from home. And with that, we'll save it here. Again, we didn't do a whole lot. Which is, it kind of sucks, but at the same time, there's not much you can do in the beginning of the game. There's no exploring, there's no real enemies to fight. It's just, you know, go through the motions until you get to somewhere. But anyway, I think we'll leave it here. So, thank you everybody for watching. I really hope you're enjoying the series so far. I really hope you'll be enjoying the series when it gets to its completion way down the line. So, once again, thank you everybody for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye, world!